we do a lot of drills on that, and you know, coach it up, and whether it's you know, ball drills, you know, interception drills, strip drills, fumble recovery drills, block punt drills. You know, we drill it. You know, and we need to do a better job in that area. No doubt about it. So we just got to keep working on it, emphasize it on film when we see a good play. You know, somebody that's turned, you know, that's you know, caught an interception or recovered a fumble in practice. You know, hey, great job, and emphasize it, and hopefully we'll start getting that turned around a little bit.
Hey Bill, you've talked a lot about the team having a lot of resiliency. I was wondering, is that like a characteristic that's kind of come natural, or do you kind of have to help them kind of cultivate that, like as the season goes on and staying resilient?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist or anything. I just think that we have a fantastic group of kids that are practicing hard right now, very focused on the Michigan game.
You talked about sort of how Allen Robinson has played this year, how important he is to the team, and maybe how he helped with Christian McAfee's progression.
Yeah, he's done a lot of really good things. It started in the off season. He really worked extremely hard on his own game. You know, getting stronger, getting faster, getting quicker. You know, he worked hard in the summertime. He worked hard with Christian when Christian arrived here, and he worked hard with Tyler Ferguson also. So, you know, he's a guy that's you know, you have to give him a lot of credit for the year he's having. He's done a really good job to this year.
Bill, it's been a few weeks now with Brett Wilkerson. How is he doing in terms of his rehab, and do you expect to have him back at all this year?
No, he's doing fine, but he won't be back this year.
Bill, granted, most stadiums across the country don't see 70, 80, 90,000 in a given week, but can you just talk a little bit about the importance of having, you know, a full sold-out stadium for homecoming this weekend?
Yeah, it's, in my opinion, again, I've said this, and obviously I'm very biased, but this is the best college football atmosphere in the country. We've got a bunch of kids out here in Nittanyville right now. We can't thank the fans enough. We're working extremely hard. We're very focused on Michigan, and we're going to work extremely hard to come out and play as good a football game as we can play on Saturday night. And mainly, you know, for this football team and for those fans that show up, 108,000 fans being as loud as they're going to be, you know, it's just going to be a great night to run through that tunnel and be able to play in front of fans like that. We can't say enough about our fans. We owe so much to them, and we're just working hard to play well in front of them.
Bill, you were pretty critical of yourself right after the game. Did you go in thinking that you were going to, you ended up throwing it 55 times. Is that what you were intended to do, or could you address, you talked about scheming up some more for the running game also.
Yeah, again, you know, I really do. You know how much respect I have for you. I've moved on to Michigan. Indiana's over. It's in the rearview mirror. That game's over. We're very focused on Michigan. We're putting together a game plan. It'll be finalized probably tomorrow night, and we feel like it's a good game plan. But again, we've got to go out and execute it on Saturday night. We're very focused and excited about the game.
And this would be kind of a touch on personnel. You know, with a couple losses, do you, is there more challenges within, you know, for some of the playing time, or are you satisfied, you know, across the board, or how do you look at that going forward?
You'll see more guys playing this week. You'll see more guys playing this week.
Bill, you had faced a couple of really good quarterbacks.
As long as they practice well. As long as they practice well, Monday through Thursday, you'll see more guys playing well this week.
You faced a couple good quarterbacks this year. Can you break down Devin Gardner, give us a little bit of insight on how he is as a passer, not just as a runner?
Yeah, no, I think that he's a guy that they have coached very well. You know, he's a guy that plays a receiver. He's played other positions. He's very much of a team guy. So obviously they moved him to quarterback. Plays quarterback last year. I think he's a much improved passer. I think he's a really good player. I think he's a competitive guy. And you know, like I said earlier, I think we've got a big challenge ahead of us playing against a guy like that who's, you know, a high character guy that's a really good player, is you know, the type of guy that poses a big threat anytime, you know, you play against a quarterback like that.
Allen obviously a good year last year, but you know he's still continuing to thwart defenses even though they know about him now. So he must have improved. Where specifically has he improved most?
Yeah, no, he got stronger. He's faster. He improved his speed. which is really hard to do. I think in our scheme, we've moved him around, so he's become smarter in our scheme. Last year, he played mostly on the outside, but now he plays everywhere. He plays number 3, number 2, plays number 1 weak, number 1 strong. Put him in the backfield a little bit. So, you know, he just has a lot better knowledge of our scheme, and all the credit goes to him. He's done a heck of a job.
And he's from Michigan. Just
Yeah.
Going home to his home state, is that something that drives him? Has he talked to you about that?
Yeah, well, the game's here, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, but no, he's being from Michigan. He's very excited about the game. I'm sure he's excited about the game. Yep.
Bill, in the back. Bill, you mentioned after each of the losses, there's a 12 to 16 hour mourning period. I was wondering how that helps improve the team to have that mourning period and for the week ahead, and what happens in that mourning period that helps improve the team.
I think I'm kind of joking when I say that. I mean, I know. I mean, it's a loss. It's over. We move on and we get ready for the next opponent. That's what we do. It's one loss. It's over. We're moving on to Michigan.
Coach, Ray Hope said yesterday that Jake Bryant, their middle linebacker, might be back this week.
Right.
How does the team maybe is getting the player back, maybe not. How does that change things in terms of game planning?
Well, he's a heck of a player. I mean, all Big Ten guy, and he does a lot of different things for him. When you watch their tape from last year, you know, he's a linebacker, he's a nickel rusher. He's a very energetic player. He's a very, very good player. So, you know, I know Coach Hope said yesterday he's, you know, doesn't know whether he's going to play or not. You know, we're going to play whoever shows up, obviously, but, you know, he's a very good player, and we'll have to know where he is if he does play, that's for sure.
Bill, you guys have asked Adrian Amos to do a lot of different things for you this year. Where would you kind of say he's at as far as his progression and your confidence level having him out there the way he's played this year?
Yeah, no, he's a good player. We've asked him, like you said, Audrey, he's done a lot of different things. He's played corner, he's played safety, obviously. He's been on special teams. You know, we got a lot of guys like that. We got a lot of guys doing a lot of different things. Trevor Williams is on all the special teams, and Jordan Lucas, and, you know, in the secondary, Malcolm Willis. So, you know, we're asking guys to do a lot of things, and that's the type of players they are. They're good players, and I have a ton of confidence in Adrian Amos. I think he's a heck of a football player, an even better kid, and, you know, he's gotten better every week, and he's doing fine.
Bill, Allen Robinson has a great year up to this point, but he's accounting for about half of, 45% of the passing offense's yards. At some point, is that, I guess, kind of a concern almost, that it doesn't seem like there's a number 2 guy who's maybe stepped up to ease that load a little bit?
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on how you guys define number 2 guys. I mean, Gino had 6 catches. I mean, I don't know. What do you want the number 2 guy to have? Like, if Allen has 12, should the number 2 guy have 11? I don't know. I mean, the number 2 guy had 6. Felder's had, you know, some catches in games. You know, I think we've spread the ball around pretty well. There's this past game, probably not as much as we had. But again, we always try to spread the ball around. There's very few plays where we say this ball's going to Allen no matter what. It's the read of the play. And, you know, offensively, we're always looking to improve, but I think for the most part, we've been a productive offense, and we just need to continue to try to move the ball. We ran 93 plays in last week's game, so something was, you know, right, so we try to build on that and put together a good game plan for Michigan.
Bill, this is easily the most high-tone game of the year. Do you guys, during weeks like this, feel as coaches that you need to hammer the idea that this is just another game more to the team, or not more than a regular week?
No, we tell them, look, this is an exciting opportunity. I mean, you know, Penn State, Michigan, ESPN, 5 o'clock, 108,000. You got Nittanyville, you know, going crazy over here. I mean, I think it'd be crazy to think this is just another game. I mean, I think this is a great opportunity for our team. Our kids are really excited. I love it. I love this time of year personally because the weather changes. It gets a little colder. It just reminds you of football, Big Ten football. This is a Big Ten game. It's a big game, and you know, our kids are very excited about it. You know, so we know it's a, you know, it's a big rivalry and a big game.
Do coaches worry at the beginning of games that emotions can be too high with an atmosphere like this, or not?
No, you know, it's the old, to me, like the old emotion thing is, you know, once you know, there's contact and, you know, you block the other guy tackles you or whatever, you know, the emotion, now it's just execution and who plays the best football game.